Greetings and welcome to another episode of The School of Life. Today I would like to reason about raising a child with respect. When I say raising a child with respect, I really mean understanding and delivering the concept of respect with your child from day one. Now, when my son was born in my hands in my home, the very first word that I said to him was respect. Now, I mean that. When I say respect, I mean that I gave him equal respect all the way through his whole life. From the beginning, from the very first day that he was born, I gave him respect as another individual on this planet. He, like me, is another human being who has separate ideas, who has a separate life, who has a whole separate way of doing things and reasoning about things. And understanding that, instead of thinking of a child as being a possession to be controlled and sort of maintained on that sort of a level, really helps you to understand that this is yet another individual that you can respect, that you can love, but as a separate part of you, not as one of you, as a clone. We're not clones of each other. Our children are, in fact, their own separate beings who will have separate lives from us at some point in time, and it's our task as a parent to guide them, to give them the teachings that will help them to go forward as young adults and become respectful members of society. One way to honor a child as an individual is to create the space for them to participate in the decision-making process. Now, every day you have to make many decisions, and as an adult, we are responsible for the outcome of those decisions, and so allowing a child to make all of your decisions for you is not really the greatest idea. But when I say participate in the decision-making process, what I really am referring to is when a decision needs to be made about how the day will be spent, a parent can address the ideas that need to be taken care of, such as we need to work, we need to go shopping, we need to do a certain amount of stuff around the house to keep the house going. And also, they might suggest a certain number of adventures that are possibilities for the day, such as a bicycle ride, or going for a swim, or going for a hike in the forest, or playing in the creek. Now, the child, their focus has nothing to do with work, because really they want to play, they want to experience the world in a more fun and interactive kind of a way, and work is, well, boring. So, they may be adventure centric. They may be focused on what the adventure part of the day is. I think that that's important to keep a balance in the day. So when planning your day, having a child be a part of the process is really helpful for us as adults to remember to also include play as part of our day. So when your child has a suggestion, hey, I want to, go for a bike ride over in the park, and your idea is, well, I have to get X amount of work done before the end of the day so that I can get money so I can pay for food. Well, when you reason with your child about the need to do work and offset that with some playtime, that's really a benefit for the child. Then they understand the concept of the work ethic, and as well, they also understand that even adults can find time to make playtime for themselves and for their child. So, in all of my decision making with my son, we went through this process of, what do you want to do today? This is what has to be done. This is what we'd like to do. And I would prioritize for my son by reasoning with him that it's important for us to do the work part first, so that we don't have the responsibility nagging at us while we're trying to enjoy our playtime. This has built a great work ethic in my son. He now loves to do his work early in the day so that he has the afternoons off to go and play and be free and really enjoy that free time without having to think about the responsibility of work. So having the reasoning process of deciding our day together has allowed him to make better choices as an adult, which he now is, in his work world, so that he's able to prioritize getting the work done that needs to pay for his rent, to pay for his food, to pay for his entertainment, and then to be able to go and enjoy the time afterwards, knowing that the work is already completed and behind him. Teaching children to reason about things gives them the reasoning skills that they're going to need to make better decisions as adults. So instead of dictating to them, hey, when you need to do something, you're doing it because I'm telling you so, I'm the parent, and that's the way that it is, you're not really giving them very good skills for reasoning. You're actually just building up contradiction for them and potentially showing hypocrisy. It's very important as adults that we lead by example. So the reasoning process is very important in the decision making process, because when you reason about something, you can reason about the consequences of decisions, and then children understand, oh wow, if I make this choice and I go play first and then I have to go to work afterwards, the whole time I'm playing I'm going to be worried about getting my work done on time. And if I get my work done first, I won't even have to think about work when I'm playing. I'll just be able to enjoy that. That's a reasoning skill. Then the children understand as they grow up to be adults, when I reason with myself about these certain things, then it makes more sense to me than just doing things because my boss tells me to, or my parents tell me to, or the presidents tell me to. I understand there's a consequence behind my decisions, and if I make good decisions, the consequence is that I actually get move forward in life. I am financially more able, perhaps, or whatever the good consequence is. If I make poor decisions, like stealing from somebody, well, then, for instance, I may end up going to jail or being arrested or worse. So, anyway, the reasoning process is very important when you're trying to make decisions for yourself as an adult. And when we live by example, by showing our children how to reason, by reasoning with them in the decision making process, they understand as adults how to reason with themselves and make those better decisions. It's very important to raise your child with respect if you want to have respectful adults. So this video is really about helping to get more respectful adults into the world that understand how to reason better, how to make really good decisions, and how to live as respectful adults. And hopefully then when they raise their children, they'll follow that same model. It's our duty as parents to guide our children to become respectful adults. The best way to guide your child to be a respectful adult in this world is genuinely to be a respectful parent, to show respect, to lead by example, and to give respect to your child as another individual on the planet who is living their life as separate from yours, because at some point they will be separate from you. As young adults, they'll have to move into the world and make big decisions for themselves. If they have been given the strategy of good reasoning skills, because you promote that as a parent, then you will have a successful, respectful young adult that you are delivering to the planet that will hopefully make this world a better place. I hope these ideas are helpful for you as you consider parenting, or as you go along about parenting. If you already are a parent, please consider giving your child some respect and allowing them to be a part of the decision-making process, reasoning with them about how to make good choices and the consequences of each of your decisions, and generally becoming respectful adults as they grow older. Thank you for your time. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, please click like down below or leave a comment. And if you'd like to see more videos of this nature, please go to my YouTube channel, Burton Eubank, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Bless.